What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, this is 4K Motoring, and today we're going to do a very simple oil change on the Ducati Multistrada V4S. This is going to be the same process for the Streetfighter and the Panigale as well. Anything with this V4 engine, let's get into it. Okay, so what we're going to do is get this skid plate off first. This is the factory skid plate that is on the Multistrada V4S. And it's got 4 bolts that hold it in, 2 larger ones that are on the back side, closest to the pegs, that sort of side, and then 2 smaller ones that are up. They kind of share them out for the winglets. We don't really have to worry about the top ones here because it should just kind of pivot out of the way. All we're going to do is remove these back 2. It's going to require a 6mm hex, and it's a pretty easy removal. So it turns out the front bolts for the skid plate are actually kind of important for removal. The exhaust binds up a little bit if you don't do that. So just go ahead and take those front bolts out. It depends whether you have crash guards on or not, depending on what size you're going to use for that. For these GV crash guards, the bolt that was in there was a 10mm socket that you needed to remove it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and remove this drain plug first. Again, a 14mm. It's got a crush washer on it. There we go. Make sure you have a pan underneath. Luckily, up on the center stand, this bike has plenty of clearance for automotive style pans, so it shouldn't be a problem. You will have a crush washer that is on your drain plug here that needs to be replaced. Make sure you do that. And make sure you check this magnet on the end for any sort of contamination. And I have a very slight piece of metal, 2 little pieces of metal on there that are incredibly thin. It's not sparkly, just those 2 pieces. This is putting it at around 8,000 miles, so there's still some braking happening. That doesn't concern me by itself. We're going to pay attention to the oil coming out, make sure it's not sparkly, and then we're going to go ahead, give that a minute, and remove the oil filter. So while that's draining, and this was kind of a cold bike, so we're going to let it fully drain there, give it a little time. We're going to go ahead and remove our oil filter housing, which are these 3 bolts, and there's kind of a special trick to this. I'll show you after I remove these. Again, it's an 8mm for all of these, and they'll just thread right out, no problem. The actual hole itself, for this cover, is threaded. It's a bigger hole than the actual threading that's on the engine block itself, the oil pan. And to do this, it's got a couple O-rings on it that hold it in place. There's a special bolt you have to thread through here to help pry this thing off evenly after we get these bolts out. So let's go ahead and remove these other 2 and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So now that all of these bolts are out, there's nowhere for me to pull this. I can't get it off by hand. Again, there are 2 O-rings that are in this to make sure there's no oil leaking. So it's pretty well stuck in there. To solve that, we have these 3 threaded holes on the actual cap itself that you're going to use a bolt. I'll put the thread pitch and the bolt type in the comments below. But we're going to go ahead and one at a time. If you have 3 of these bolts, even better. That makes it a little bit easier for you. But we're just going to go ahead and start tightening these down a little bit. And then move on to the next one so we get a nice even pull of this cover. Once we get this cover backed out enough, having the 3 screws on there, it pops off and we have 2 O-rings inside of it. Again, this is what's keeping it kind of locked in to need to have the screws to back it out to begin with. We're going to go ahead and pull that off and clean it off. There should be 2 new O-rings that is included in the oil filter package that we get. I'll show you that part number in a moment. This is your oil filter right inside. All it is a cartridge filter that should pull right out. There we go, and that is our oil filter. We're going to go ahead and set that aside. We can inspect it to make sure there's no shiny bits, just bubbles in it. And we're going to set that aside and let it drain. Again, we're going to keep the oil draining out for just a minute. Once we're content that all the oil that we need to get out is out, we'll go ahead and clean it all up, put the new stuff back in, and refill the oil. Hopefully this thing will be good to go. Okay, now that we have the oil pretty well drained out, again, if the engine's warm, it happens a little bit faster. If not, give it some time. We've got just about all the oil out, it's just barely dripping. We're going to go ahead and reassemble everything. In the kit, I'll leave a link to the kit below. What it's going to have is 2 new O-rings. We're going to take the old O-rings off. Make sure you inspect them for damage and make sure there is no damage. Take the old O-rings off and put new ones on. This is going to be important to make sure that no oil seeps past them. And then a new crush washer should be included in this kit. An aluminum crush washer for your drain plug. Make sure you swap that out. Clean this magnet off if you can as well. And we're going to go ahead and reassemble both of those. First thing I'm going to do is, again, make sure you've cleaned the area. We're just going to go ahead and put this drain plug back in. Don't drop it in the oil below. We're going to go ahead and put in our oil filter next. Again, this is a Ducati oil filter. It's the same one for the Panigale and Streetfighter as well for all these V4 engines. I'll leave that part number in the description below. One side has a hole in it, one side does not. Obviously, looking inside the oil filter housing, there's only one way it can go in. And it'll kind of seat and hold itself. That's how you know you have it in. Make sure you've cleaned this barrel before we put the new cover back on with the new O-rings. We're going to make sure it's just flat. It'll probably stop at that first O-ring. That's fine. We just want to make sure it's roughly lined up with those screw holes, and we're going to go ahead and thread in these 3 bolts and kind of in sequence slowly seat this cover. So once we go ahead and walk these 3 in there, this will seat. Again, make sure you're not twisting it or anything to cause fracturing. It doesn't require these to be super tight. Make sure they're snug. I'll leave the torque value for these bolts here on the screen, as well as the drain plug. You have that crush washer on there that's doing most of the work for you. Again, snug, hand tight, not too terribly tight. I'll leave a torque value there on the screen as well for you guys if you're interested. With that, we're going to go ahead and fill up the oil before we put the skid plate back on, just to make sure we have no leaks. And that should be the end of our oil change. So we're going to go ahead and add our oil now. This bike takes, per the manual, about 4.4 quarts, I believe is what it says with the filter change. From reading on the forums and from doing my last oil change myself, I can tell you I think that number is a little bit high. Really about 4 quarts even is what this thing takes. And what I've got is a Motul, the 7100, their full synthetic 15W50 motor oil. As you see, it does have a picture of a non-copyright infringing Multistrada on the packaging. This is 4 liters, which ends up being a little bit over 4 quarts. So that should be plenty for this bike. I do love how the Motul canisters do have their own spout built into them. So that's a little bit more convenient for you. Keep an eye on our sight glass. We're going to remove our oil cap. Make sure we clean that before putting it back in. And we're going to go ahead and, as long as there's no dirt built up around the edge, add our oil, about 4 quarts. When the oil is Ducati red, you know it's a good fit. So we've gone ahead and done our oil change. We've tested for leaks and run the bike a little bit, got everything buttoned back up just the way it came off, kind of in reverse order, of course. Our oil is on the oil level right below the full mark after it's been run and then sat again. So the oil filter is full of oil and the bike is kind of drained back down. It's still a little warm but not hot, and I think we're right where we need to be. Overall, I think this should be fine oil for this bike, probably better than the Shell Advance that it's rated for, even though the Shell Advance is what Ducati says will keep this running for a long time. Overall, I think this will be a great match for this bike. Easy oil change. I'll leave all the parts numbers in the description down below. That way you can check it out yourself. If you guys have done this yourself and had any issues, make sure you leave that in the comments. Let people know what you've run into and how you've solved it. Otherwise, stay tuned. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.